Well, hello, and welcome back. Thank you for joining my segment of Leading with Love COVID 19 Mini Series, Maximizing the Heart of Our Communities, sponsored by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs, Incorporated. You can find more information about the Institute at www.globalcoachentrepreneur.org. Here we are again, episode 2, my love letter to COVID 19, getting centered with the heart. So, who am I? I am the founder and CEO of the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs, Incorporated, formerly the Life Coach Training Institute. My vision is to train and certify 1 million life coaches under our coaching model, I Care Squared, which is a model that will challenge people in the industry of helping people to get heart centered. Also, to sow a seed of establishing gatekeepers of the heart in all 195 countries. I am the founder of Hype Kids Nation Incorporated, founded in 2005 alongside my only sibling and big brother, BK Mouse. I am the founder of Your Sister Girl Coaching and Educational Services, which is my private coaching practice. I coined myself as a love driven action coach, where I coach individuals out of conflict through the power of love. I also help leaders and influencers lead a heart centered business and get results fast. I have won a number of community awards, to name a few. Radio One, where I was honored at the NAACP Image Awards. I have been honored for my work in the Addison and Voyage magazine, Shades of Success Incorporated, Who's Who in Business, and other great organizations that support small businesses. Everything I do is from the heart, and God directs my path. I am a heart centered business that honors those fighting to truly be the charge and the change they wish to see in society. Okay, so let's have a little fun. These are some of my fun memories. This picture here is a big community event that my nonprofit put on. It's called Our Angel's Heart Story, and it honors my mother who passed away from heart disease. So now we honor trailblazers that silently suffer from heart disease. And you can come out, it's a red dress event. We have beautiful angels walking around that represents my mother's personality, and we get to hear the amazing survival stories of men and women that have survived heart disease, whether they have gone through heart transplants or just had multiple surgeries and really have done the work of trying to strengthen their hearts back so they could do what they do best, and that's serve. Oh, this is one of my fun pictures too. It's some of my old divas. Divas standing for Divine, Intelligent, Virtuous, Anointed Sisters. And this was one of their honoring ceremonies. I believe this was our last ceremony together before I transitioned the organization into a different platform. So this was really fun to just celebrate some of the girls and Guy. We had our first guy down there, so that was really fun. I did not mention that for, the last 20 years, I was a step team coach, and this was the final performance of my girls. One of my favorite scripts I had written in a long time, which was called The Falling Divas. And it was a tribute to all of the success that they had gained throughout the year. And it was just so fun watching that performance. This is a award that we won back in 2015. I mean, um, we had a lot of honors, but I was able to find that one. This is one big event that we do every year to raise awareness about childhood obesity, and it's our fun walk. And we have step teams and dance teams and different organizations that come out and just walk for fun in the Addison Park. We host it the last Saturday of every year in September. And look at here. This is King Maximus Aurelius Smalley. I inherited him from when my mother passed away. Oh, has he taught me a lot about loving something that does not look like me. We have truly grown up together. So I call him my baby now, but he's really my big brother. Oh, this is like one of the coolest events. So every year I do heart pop ups, and this was one of our pop up at a karaoke bar. And this was called Karaoke for the Heart. And just a cool way of getting our hearts in sync with the vibration of great music and laughter. I think more laughter because truly everyone in this picture could not sing. And they were all part of my board of directors. Actually, the person that I have the mic to is my board president. And so this was so cool that we did. And people came out and we gave like the best karaoke singer, the worst, the best duo, the best trio, just a lot of fun. This is a village in Zambia, Africa, where we teamed with Delicio School Support to give school supplies to those kids every year. And we did this for many years, and it's just so cool to see our backpacks. Like, those are our backpacks there. And being able to see that those kids received our school supplies and were able to go to school and be afforded an education like our kids do here for free all the time. This is one of my funnest classes in the Philippines. Actually, we were in Tagloban, and the taker for Tagloban right next to me is Coach K Sabala. I have a big heart for Coach K because she's so tiny and petite, but she has a heart as big as I am. And then next to her is my beautiful partner, Master Coach A, which stands for Adet Parto. And this is truly something divine that God has joined us together. And we have truly grown something beautiful in the Philippines um, with, coaches that come from different walks of life and professions. But we all have one thing in common, and that is to help others to live the life they want to lead. And I couldn't be more proud and more grateful to do it with a heart that is as beautiful as mine. So, my biggest love is this Hype Kids Nation. This was my first sacrifice, my first discovery of myself in serving others and serving youth and families. And so it would always be my first love, regardless of anything else that I do in life. And that's the reason why I wanted to end with this beautiful picture of my beautiful little divas down there. I would always cherish the time that I spent growing growing this organization for what it has become today. So let's get to business. Episode 1. Did you attend my episode 1? If you didn't, you can catch it on a replay at YouTube. But I spoke to you about Heisenberg's uncertainty principles of science. It was a little bit different. So hopefully you were able to follow me because trust me, I'm always going somewhere with this brain of mine. But we spoke about Heisenberg's uncertainty principles of science and how uncertainty shapes how we feel about ourselves and how we choose to show up or not in our own lives. By definition, uncertainty refers to the epistemic situations involving imperfect or unknown information. It applies to predictions of future events, to physical measurements that are already made, or to the unknown. Heisenberg's principle of uncertainty states the uncertainty principle is at the heart of many things that we observe but cannot explain using classical physics. I related it to the mind because the mind is what interferes with how we try to understand things that were once concrete in our existence, but no longer is. We made sense of how we could use the uncertainty theory to reposition the heart, because repositioning the heart will give us a renewed energy to reinvent our lives as we know. Last week, we started with a love letter to the mind, and I hope that all of you that listened spent time writing your letters and recreating the fuzziness that is no longer your old way of life. We have been giving new time in the Heisenberg principle of uncertainty. The hourglass can be perceived in many ways. To me, it's like God's grace. If I can't get it right in the first hour, I can turn it upside down and do it again within the next hour. Just like I recreated a word, uncertainty, into my freedom word that will help me to predict my future through my faith and trust in a power higher than any man. Will you give yourself permission to reshape your destiny through writing your own history with the time you have left? Think about it for a second. Stephen King said, when your story is ready for a rewrite, cut it to the bone. Get rid of every ounce of excess fat. This is going to hurt. Revising a story down to the essentials is always a little like murdering children, but it must be done. That's a serious ouch. Why the love letter? It's simple. The love letter improves the relationship we have with ourselves. It makes us face everything we need to get us closer to what makes life worth living. It helps us to take a fresh, critical perspective on what's the unknown that we are not willing to face, to tighten it, reorganize, fill in weak spots, and catch anything that might be missing. What need to be healed in your life that the love letter process can help you get back centered with your heart? Think about it for a second. Fear not, for I am with you. Are you paralyzed by fear? Is this you? Let go or be dragged. Zen proverb. Is there anything you should have let go of a long time ago, but are still holding on to? Think about it for a second. The purpose driven life. If this was the last day of your life, would you still do the same things that you did today? That's a deep question. Think about it for a second. When you have come to the edge of all light that you know you are about to drop off into the darkness of the unknown, faith is knowing one of two things will happen. There will be something solid to stand on, or you will be taught to fly. What worries you the most about the future? Spend some time, jot a couple of things down right now. Just stop what you're doing, grab something to write with really quick, and write those worries down. I'll give you a second. If your inner voice was an actual person and talked to you the way it usually does, would you enjoy the conversation and keep in touch with them? Which voice are you truly allowing to dominate your ear? Is it the voice that has the heart of your purpose? Or is it the voice that has the mind of the fear of the rejection, of the conflict that you're having with your own peace, of your own spirituality, of your own sexuality, because you're afraid to live in your own truth, of letting go of things that no longer serve who you truly are? Think of the voice you want to listen to. Think about it. Who has the power? Work hard and be proud of what you achieve. Is the thing you want to achieve really that hard to achieve? Or is it that you didn't try hard to achieve it? Think about it. What excuse do you always run to when the times get tough? The comfort that's really discomfort of your future. What's keeping you from crossing the finish line? It wasn't hard for you to start, but it's hard for you to finish what you started. It's been your whole life. The big things, the big things that will give you the momentum to live in abundance. It's okay. You can start over. You can reposition yourself right now to take charge and action of what you want to achieve and be proud of yourself for doing so. Life is short. Live it up. Have fun. Be unapologetic. Don't give a damn about what anybody is thinking. It's not their concern. Your heart is depending on you. If life's short, why do you dwell on things that don't matter? Okay, let's get centered with our heart. The introduction of our second love letter. Let's begin. Dear heart, it's me. It has been a while since we spent some real time with each other. Today, I am going to honor every aspect of you. I am going to focus on your sound that is so beautiful now that I have taken the time to understand that it is how you communicate with me. I am bilingual, I see. You have played many songs to get me reorganized where I can recognize how you were feeling. Sometimes it felt like you wanted to jump out of my body, like a panic attack. Some days the tempo was fainted, like you wanted to give up on us. Then there were days where you physically hurt me. My entire body was in pain. I actually felt you ache. You were really speaking to me on those days. And there were days where it sounded like the perfect rhythm, like a perfect day at the beach where my body responded to the relaxation of the ocean's waves, how the perfection of my limoncello played its part as we relaxed with the sand meeting our toes. My entire body in harmony of perfected peace. I will no longer hide in my mind to ignore you. You that can answer every question I hide from. The fear, the regret, the secrets keeping me caged like a wild animal, the hate, the lack of ambition, and the motivation I lack, the blame, the lack of responsibility I take of my own life. Today, heart, I got you. Now, the mind and the heart can work in unison together. You don't have to play them against each other. It's a balance, of course, because the mind receives so much stimuli from the world, from the outside noises, from people who doubt us, and from people who love us that also lives in a box, tunneled vision that may not be your highest purpose in life. So it's you that has to stand in the center of your heart and the brain in order for you to gain universal flow of the uncertainty that you can control. That's the beautiful thing about it. So come back on next Saturday to explore the love letters of the soul. Dear soul, what do you want to say to it? Just ponder about that for a second. Let's connect. Please write your love letters and share it with me. Here's my email address, simplylakendra@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Simply LaKendra. Catch all of the replays of our coaches at bit.ly/we lead with love. They're all on YouTube. Become a coach or hire a coach. Visit us at www.globalcoachentrepreneur.org. You can also follow the Institute on Facebook and Instagram at Global Coach Entrepreneur. Thank you to the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs for building this platform of the heart. Once again, I am Master Coach LaKendra Smalley, the founder and CEO of the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs Incorporated. And I thank you for all that has been thriving with us in this mini series as we give back to our communities, a place where you can disconnect from the noise and reconnect with the heart. I'll see you again on next Saturday, and make sure you tune in Monday through Friday for all of our other coaches that have participated in Series 1, because Series 2 is going to be just as beautiful. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace, love, and abundance. Bye for now.